want. That's the one I want. And then I need to do now. What the? Oh wait, no, I know what happened. Wait, hold on. Hang
Oh
on.
wait, I'm
Oh
not signed into Miro anymore. They kicked me out.
wait,
I
why
got
does
banned
this?
from Miro.
That
No.
shouldn't.
This is how long it's been since we've had a session. Miro auto-logged me out.
That
Oh shoot, yeah.
that's not good. That's not working as intended. Also, this is weird. Now where?
Yeah, I'll usually have like an idle game or something running in the background. My idle game said 55 days. I don't know if it's actually been 2 months since we've had a session.
Ugh, it feels like 2 months, I'll be honest.
It's probably closer than we want it to be, but
Ew, our
it's
cameras are on the...
fine.
Oh, it's because you haven't started your... Share your screen.
Oh wait, what? Yeah, I did. What the fuck? Am I not? Did I
You're
not?
not sharing your screen, no.
What?
Everything is broken. Well,
I
it turns
I
out this.
saw yeah, I saw that the screen was being shared.
Here, hold on. Hold on. Let me reset it just in case. There. Do you have non-participants off? Because I had that earlier because of something
Well,
that
no,
I...
I'm looking at stream and I'm just seeing that it shows your video for my name tag.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
Hold on. Why did it... So, the order... Oh, I know why. It's because we're in the wrong chat, everybody. Here, hold
What?
on. I know the best way to fix
Oh.
this. Because we're technically
Yeah,
a
you're
different
right.
order.
Hold on. No, this is quick. This is quick. We'll just move to the right chat. Easy.
Yeah. Now I just gotta find it. Where the fuck did it go? Sorry,
Which one?
everybody. Okay, there. That's gonna be fixed now, and now I have to do this because I started fixing it the other way. That's not gonna fix it. Everything is fine and dandy. Everything is A-okay. Wait, what? Did I not go to the... What? Huh? No, we're here. Oh, boy. Guys, it's been a while, okay? It's been a while. We getting back into it. It's been a second. Whoa! I knew it. I can't believe this. I'm so sorry, Sean. For some reason, the only insult I could think of was getting back in the cuck chair. I don't know. I don't like it. What if I admit that I don't like that I thought that? Am I allowed to not like that? I don't. Uh... Okay. Well, I don't. No, that's the cuckoos. We don't like to. Alright, now I fix this. Hold on. Now we fix one more thing. That's why now they could hear you again. That's why everything was broken. Okay. Oh my god. What a
Christmas Christ.
I thought I was
Can y'all
ready.
tell that we were hurried in getting the stream started?
It's fine. We made calculated errors. Hey, I'll say it on the behalf of everybody. We had a really hard time killing ourselves, okay? We didn't realize it's going to be that difficult.
True.
We didn't know it was going to be
That's
that
not
hard to do.
That actually is true.
We thought it'd be easier. Not Jackson, though. He just had to watch.
Jackson had to watch as we slowly and arduously tried to kill ourselves.
It's a lot harder than you would think.
Yeah, I was a witness to that, and it was so hard that I thought that they straight up had just decided to continue playing.
We were really trying, okay? Well, welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm your host, Isaac MCCanary, pronouns any. We're here. We're gonna do some Mothership. We're gonna have our intro. It'll probably be a little bit longer than usual, but We're playing Mothership. We're playing God of Limbs. Everybody introduce yourselves.
Don't worry, Jackson. They meant later, not longer.
I'm not convinced. Hi, I'm Jackson, playing Fred, and I'm being held captive tonight.
Hi, my name is Sean, also known as the Talking Skull, he, him, and I know what game we're playing and where we're at in it.
All you guys need to know is that we're off the elevator. We're over halfway, and Billy
I'm
is
going
still
back to the
here.
elevator.
Kind of. Actually, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I got flashbacks from we're over halfway. That was a verbal flashbang.
It's gonna be that's what you're gonna hear for the rest of the game is that we're over halfway every time. Sorry, Jackson. Get used to it. That's how I'm gonna introduce the game from now on. So, whence we left off last. I guess round robin. What does everybody remember? And then I'll probably try to fill in the gaps to bring us up to speed.
Kolya, the human man,
Oh yeah, introduce your characters.
am about to multi-class into fighter. No, I am... The last thing I remember is that I was talking to Quincy, trying to convince Quincy to go back, that we should go back to Daimon Sushi to talk to Kuja's wife. His name's not Kuja.
You're so close. You were doing so well, but it's Cujo. That's the one mistake you made.
Yuri?
Oh, the
What's
wife?
his name?
No, you said Cujo is the husband.
Cujo. Okay. I was actually a lot closer than I thought I was. Okay.
I hate you because you've now named the wife, which is weird that usually I'm so good at making names, but I've never named the wife, but the wife is now named Yuri, so thank you, Sean.
All right, fair. That is a man's name, but I'm glad for you.
Fuck! I swear I've seen a female character's name be Yuri, but whatever. No other reason why I would think that.
Yuri.
Yeah, Yuri and Yuri are two different things.
Well,
so, and I know that we hadn't talked to Maison about it.
yes.
Which is I do think I wrote down, to my credit, I did a good player thing and wrote down the arguments I was going to make to Maison so that I wouldn't forget.
Okay.
2 months in advance, yeah.
But I don't remember arguably the more important thing, which is what I wanted to do when we got there.
Oh, you have an object.
Yes. And I know that I wanted to see if she could interface with it, but there was also additional questions and additional stuff that I wanted to do because that I felt like I left some obvious stuff that I should have tried. God, this is very bright. Some obvious stuff that I should have tried the first time we were there and didn't, but I don't remember anymore what they were.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's me. Jackson and I are playing two different games, so Jackson's going to have a wholly different recap.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn off this blinding light that's blowing me out. Oh, that's probably partially because I don't have all my lights.
That is something funny to think about right now. We can have and could split this into two entirely separate games. We could just
Don't do that to me. You guys are gonna get. I'm gonna find a way to get you guys back together. Don't you worry.
It's been 2 months since we've seen each other.
Uh-huh. It's been 18 days.
Yeah.
Practically 2 months.
Let's see. Was it the actual time for the between last session and this one?
I made up a number.
No, okay.
You'll like it.
Push back on it. I was gonna push back on 18. I was like I can believe it is sooner than 2 months, but I don't think it's as soon as 18. Oh gosh, whatever. So I did the bad player thing, which is I haven't written down a damn thing since word 1. I trusted my noggin to, keep all of this information in.
That was your first mistake.
Yeah, there's no chance. Like, I should look at the Miro board. I don't think I've written anything on the Miro board in a long time.
You should do that more. I was gonna say, once we get past this part, I'll ask. This is why I was like, okay, fine. Jackson was right when I said this will be a little bit longer, because I thought this would take a little bit longer, because we have a lot of... It's been a second. It's been a second since we played the game.
This is like a session 0, but in the middle of the game. Like
this is a session point 5.
We're not going to actually play Mothership today. We're just going to do a recap, and then we'll play next time.
This is that episode of Evangelion where half of it's a recap, and then the other half is going to be actually playing like 2 things, and then we'll be done.
That's been the season of our life, because we're playing the other tabletop game and we're in session 0 for about a month and a half.
That's true.
Look, thinking of it this way. This definitively means that we're halfway done. We're over halfway.
That's true. We're at the mid-season recap, Jackson. We're halfway done.
That is true. That usually does mean that. But Season 1 and Season 2 are not always the same length. Usually Season 1's longer, though. Like Gurren Lagann, they had it was season. Yeah, okay, all right.
That implies, though, that we're halfway through season 1, and then there's going to be an additional season after that, which means we're not halfway through.
No! Yeah. Hey, that's the second season's the second game. That's going to be the sequel game, damn it. That's how seasons work.
Isaac's going to be like, let's do a little epilogue. And that little epilogue is like 2027. As far as what I remember at this point, I'm really going to the Mind Palace. I promise.
Well, you gotta start with the thing that you always know is the last thing.
Yeah, which is we got off the elevator. Yeah. You know what? That does actually start to, it really. That's the trigger phrase.
It really gets you in the right headspace.
Yeah, it does, because then it can start retracing steps after that.
Oh, I hope you're not retracing steps all the way from the elevator.
It'll take a second.
You bet I am. Because we got off the elevator, we did the car stuff.
Yeah.
And then I think that's where we split ways, basically. I got to the outpost. Did the mission, went to Diamond Sushi, and came back and took a little nap. I think it was a pretty short nap. Excuse me. And then after that, had to split town because the camp was getting overrun. And we had to make the hard call to leave Billy behind. Billy was already being swarmed by thingies. Thingamabob, fucking blobby things. And so yeah, we left Billy, so it was the 3 of us. And
isn't Billy still under your cup?
Billy is right here. He's been here the whole time.
The whole time. Isaac will never be able to use that cup again. For like a year and a half. Let's see. After that, I want to say one of our more recent sessions was just kind of a real talk time. Oh, wait, no, I do remember. I'm starting to piece together some of the final bits. So we had a long session of real talk where it was like just kind of the 3 of us commiserating. And then after that, it was... we actually made it to our destination, but with how weird the quarantine is, not weird, but like just their rule set, their mandates, their policies. What's up?
No, it's nothing. It's probably nothing.
Okay. Alright. I believe you.
Sorry, I just I was still pulling up stuff, and I realized I didn't have my character sheet open.
Oh,
My character sheet has not been edited since April 15th.
Jeez.
Which might not mean that's the last time we played. I might just not have had to make any updates to my character sheet last time we played.
Fair.
don't think
Goodness.
about it. Stop that. Continue.
We might finish by the end of October this year.
hey, we had a break there. Some stuff has happened. We just gotta keep moving forward. I believe.
Mm-hmm. You got grit. I'll respect you. I'll respect you there. Got grit.
And look at it this way. You know what? I will say if the last week of October happens, I am going to write the climax and conclusion that week wherever we're at. Something big will happen. I'm gonna say that will be the stopping point if we get to that point.
Phrase that. You phrase that in a terrified way.
I promise you, we will find an end.
The way you started that phrase was, if the last week of October happens.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't even pick up on that.
Listen, I meant it in the sense of if we finish before we get to that point, okay?
We got 2012, we got the Mayan calendar, we got Isaac over here. 2026, y'all.
Uh-huh. We're halfway done.
Yeah. Oh gosh. So the punchline of I think the last place I left off was yeah, we basically got inside, and I think they were kind of processing us and doing a bunch of random paperwork. I hadn't gotten to my parents yet. I forget if we were still in a holding cell or if we'd actually made it into the sanctuary. The better aware of the will of the cosmos.
Well, the problem is you the best you'll get out of me is you'll have to shake me for a 8-ball response, and nobody wants to do that because I won't know why I give
Plenty
the
of
answers
people want
that
to
I
shake
do.
you.
But not to give an 8-ball response. That's fair.
Isaac's roll. Isaac's just slowly, constantly rolling entropy, but just doesn't know when it actually goes off.
Uh-huh. That's why my rolls were so bad in your game. Listen, I just want to vent really fast. How is it out of all the rolls that I've made when we've started your game again, only one of them did not have a 1?
It's a great question.
It's a statistical anomaly.
Yeah.
I'm a statistical anomaly. You're right, Sean. It said that to me as the VOD title.
Well, there was a funny behind the screen roll that Savannah did, which was 8d10. She rolled 8 dice for how sneaky she was as a cat. So I don't think I told you guys this because I know we were kind of like shoehorning the whole cat thing into it. But she was like, I sneak around as a cat. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, roll your 8d10. She rolled 3 successes, 3 ones, and then 2 whatevers. So net total of 0. And I was like, okay, yeah, you're going to fall over somewhere. That'll happen shortly. So when you were like, yeah, Zoe puts, just lays down on the floor, I was like, well, a cat falls in your face. That was the result. That was the result.
Everyone
of that
there
roll.
played that off perfectly because I had no idea that was the result of a roll.
Yeah, that was good then. Well, fair enough then. That is something that is a little weird about that game. I would say it lends itself for those kind of rolls to happen because more dice weirdly doesn't increase the chance of you winning if it means more likely to get
It
one.
does though.
It should.
You have a 50% chance of rolling a success and a 10% chance of rolling a 1.
Yeah. Yeah, on a DC 6, 5 of your dice are 5 dice are success. only one's not.
I think it's also that ones count as double failures, which is pretty rough.
Well, they don't count Yeah, I see what you mean. Like they count like against you. Yeah.
Yeah. How? Oh boy. Okay, I know how we can do
Yeah,
this.
oh yeah. Man, we
Hold
haven't had a
on.
proper Magic 8 Ball. Do we need to find do we need somebody to have peak open at all times so that we can
Ask
use
Bing Bong.
we
Holy
can
shit!
have
Is it
Bing
if
Bong
they?
answer the Magic 8 Ball questions?
Let me see if there's just like a Bing Bong app. Bing Bong Peak browser. God damn, that'd be so good. Fuck. I'm gonna look into that later. Honestly, that's a great idea, Sean. I would love if our Magic 8 Ball was just Bing Bong. God, that would be so good.
But yeah, comfy. Pretty much like if you're rolling 8 dice, you should maybe be getting like a 1 on a D10, not like 2 or 3 of them.
Yep, there it is.
What was the read?
Thank Mr. 8.
Science point to yes. Are the dice cursed as they clearly seem to be? Science point to yes.
We got the
Anyways.
divine answer.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I do need to light my dice on fire. Anyways, Jackson, continue.
I think I finished.
Uh, well, then to fill in
Look,
the gaps, if you do not quite remember, you were apprehended at the gates of Rhea, so it wasn't so much that you made it
okay.
there as you were kind of lightly arrested,
Okay,
and
so
you've
that
been
was yeah, that was the part I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember if I actually made it into the town.
yes, and you are now
Uh,
inside of the major precinct
colony.
of Rhea.
Well, you don't call them a town. What do you call them? A colony or something like that, or a
I was
what?
calling them a pylon. Is the
Oh,
pylons are the
right.
different localized like residential centers.
Gotcha. Well, at this point, we must genuinely construct additional because the other two are pretty bad at this point.
Uh-huh. Well, there was one more detail that if you, I don't know if this is helpful to be reminded or if you wrote it down somewhere. You do know one thing about that specific artifact that you have, Kolya, which is that there was a phrase, maybe a title, maybe a description of the artifact that you were able to suss out on it, which is concerning Soth survival Thoth.
Yes, and I did write that down.
Okay. So
I'm trying to be a good player. I'm
yeah,
doing it.
just making sure. That's why I just wanted to check. Um
I do have a note that says don't forget to send search results to Lena also. So I am intending to hold up my end of that bargain.
okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't write that down. Fuck, I'm gonna write that down. See, this is why it's good. This is why you need to take good notes, Jackson. I miss stuff too. All right.
I
Then
remembered more than I expected.
yeah. Uh, the only other thing is I think I did add some stuff. Do we want to explore the Miro board? Do you have any questions about the Miro board?
Can you understand me? Know my voice? No, that I think is from.
I remember where that's from. They can't even understand me though. That was one of those guys that had gotten sick. Uh, Actually, here's a great question
Yeah.
for you, Isaac.
Yeah.
If you want to spend the next,
Uh huh.
excuse
Yeah.
me, spend the next 5 to 10 minutes describing how does this virus work in detail, and how does it seem to be evolving or maybe variants? Because if I remember correctly, like we're looking for a cure and maybe people are fine if they're bit, like Billy was maybe fine but then also maybe not, and some people are actually really sick. like the dude who lost his voice. So if you want to remind the class how the eye virus works, I being
So
Frizzy.
what you've been able to actually, I'll direct this specifically at Fred in the way that I think would make sense is the infection that you're dealing with that you've both had kind of interacted with and had some people admit their findings about is that it seems to be some kind of infection that directly the most direct way that it affects people that causes the sort of outcome that you see is that when somebody dies and they're infected, that is when they undergo the final process and start getting transformed into uh, more of the other shape that you've seen, which I now have more definitive reference pictures for in the picture area. If you'd like to see actually a better idea of what the general ones you've seen look like. There's also like a couple there, like the one that was only just an arm. There's the one that is Cujo's wife. That's a little bit different that I haven't added yet, but there is a more generalized picture of what they look like. This is what happens to somebody after they've expired. This is generally what happens. And this is the general transformation you've seen consistently. Like anytime you've seen any of the full-bodied ones, they've looked like this. This is what they've generally looked like with varying features depending on who the host was. But otherwise, this seems consistent, what they always transform into. And if there are any variations, it seems like there's differences depending on what's actually there. As for living hosts, the thing that you've learned about it is it does attack living hosts in a way that is different. These kind of changes don't happen until after the host is definitively expired, and it seems that they're like resuscitated for a brief time afterwards, after they've completely expired, and then they undergo the transformation, which is that first one that you saw. Uh, People who haven't expired yet, though, seem to undergo an attack to their central nervous system on some level that starts off as like kind of physiological issues that you can have physiological symptoms pop up where you'll have issues with your like reflexes. You'll have there are other symptoms that like you've noticed Billy seemed to be having some weird kind of neurological things going on, as well as some like light like cold symptoms. But there are more advanced cases that seem to go farther and affect psychosis and affect mental health. And one of the ones that you saw was it seems slightly random, but it always seems to be generally located around affecting different parts of the central nervous system and stuff. And one of the ones that you ran into was somebody who the way their like speech was affected by being infected by this. So like the speech part of their brain was getting infected by this, and that's how the infection attacks living hosts. And then when that host expires, they are transformed.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Which,
Didn't we have any? Did we have some sort of indication that they are wanting to cluster together, form some sort of super zombie?
yesn't. You've been Fred, your experiences you've found. At the very least, there's some kind of collection of them as a group, just with your interaction with what looked like a hive or colony of them briefly before you went to Rhea.
Gotcha. Okay.
And they
Yeah.
seem to be doing, I will say from your perspective, they seem to be doing something. Like they're actively doing something. Like what you saw in there was them interacting with the environment directly, not just some random byproduct.
I'm starting to piece together why it's called God of Limbs. I think that's
Ah!
our. I think think that's our final boss, boys.
Ah, spoilers.
Okay.
Sean, Kolya.
File
Oh,
under
go ahead.
consideration. I'll definitely remember all of this.
Sean, Kolya, did you have any questions? Anything you wanted clarified or reminded or anything about the Miro board?
I don't think so. Are these pictures the only new thing? The Miro board has enough stuff on it at this point that it is sometimes difficult to identify what's new.
The pictures are new. I I'll give you a drip. Has anybody responded to something near the top of the Miro board?
Oh, the question of is this too much or not enough time? Uh, truly depends. For a game that was designed to be 5 days,
Uh-huh.
it's exactly enough. If we're asking if we want to extend that time,
To be I'll here. I'll clarify from GM side. Everything on this board is diegetic. I'll put it that way. This board, except for the literal playbook, this everything that you see on here is in setting and is diegetic. I'll put it that way.
gotcha.
I guess I guess I don't really is it referring to the 5 days of Milsect immunity, or
Um,
I don't think
I
I
will
know what
say
it's asking about.
I'll kind of like to kind of like slide us into to more RP. If you're like kind of looking, I'll say like if you're looking at as like Kolya, the biggest thing of note is it seems to be some direct response that so the smileys are a direct kind of like light artificial intelligence that is a part of this kind of company board that you guys have been using that you're sharing that helps manage this. Um,
Hmm.
it does seem unusual given the rest of the kind of prompts that you've never seen it make a prompt. There are some things that you've seen that maybe you've like whatever, it's just being weird.
Well,
But
also
like,
it's odd that it starts with the like syntax there. So
mm-hmm.
like it's definitely registering, and like it's missing the actual expression that it normally would be giving. So like I can tell there's something weird with it.
So yeah, you
I guess I'll. Are we still in radio contact? Like, am I able to reach?
I'll, I will say you will always be in radio contact with other people unless a literal event happens. You are always in direct contact with anybody.
Okay. I will. My instinct is to report this to Diana. Is that her name?
Joanna, close.
Joanna.
Joanne. I'm gonna
Joanne.
say I'm going back to Joanne. I think it was Joanne that I started with. We switched to Joanna sometime. It both. Either work. Fuck it. Her name is Joanna, shortened to Joanne, shortened to Joe.
Okay. My instinct is to report this to Joanne.
Okay.
Because I don't know what it's asking about necessarily, and it's clearly broken. Like, there's clearly something incorrect about it.
Uh, uh, she she doesn't immediately respond. But it wasn't like there was interference. You like report that over the radio, but there isn't an immediate response. Um, yeah, actually, yes. I know that seems like a. I'll just talk to her. That actually, I thought about it. I was like, actually, no, she wouldn't be in a position to respond right now.
That's fair.
um, No, you hear. I would assume. Was it a direct or was it open comm between like you and Fred and uh, Quincy and um, Joanne?
I guess open. So I just say into the open comms. Mm, there seems to be something broken on the um message board here. Do we have a name for this AI thing? I can't remember.
Yes, they have a name. They have an introduction. Yeah,
Saya.
Saya.
Uh, Saya seems to have gone a bit out in the streets. I don't know what it's asking here. And I ping it. Hold on, I remember how to ping. Give me a second. I can remember how to ping.
Oh shit.
I do not remember how to ping. Well, pretend I pinged it.
No, it ain't that. Kind of like sliding in. There's transition here. Um, yeah, Fred, do you have? I'll say there's like enough space for you to like make a response here, but you will be also in a situation very quickly, very soon.
Too fast, too soon. Uh,
I'll say this retcon a little. This happened shortly. Right now, Fred, you are in a sort of like interrogation room style. Like there's a metal table in front of you, a pretty harsh light. Otherwise, the ambient light of the room is kind of low. And you, Joanna, and Lydia are in here, sitting at this table.
have they confiscated any of our stuff, or do we have all of it?
You do not have your rifle, your pistol. Here, I made a list of that over here.
Most of my stuff is weapons. I want to say I had a backpack full of weapons.
You lost the shotgun and the handgun and all of its ammo, the pulse rifle and its ammo, and
Shotgun was
yeah.
in my locker. Or no, sorry. Hold on. Wait, let me. Because I had.
Hmm? It was on you.
Yeah,
It
my
was the
bad.
last. It was the last thing on you. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah. And the rigging gun, electricity projector.
But you did
I
notice. You
started.
do notice that you still have your rigging gun and the electricity projector. They
Yeah,
didn't take
yeah.
that away.
Did Okay, my bad. Was this taken off my little sticky note?
It was, and it would
Okay,
have
cool,
been.
cool, cool,
Yeah, it's
cool.
over here. I made a note just in case. I'll put it this way: I
Gotcha.
made a note just in case
How can I help?
for some other
I didn't
things.
ask you.
Hey,
Okay,
that's
what do you want
diegetic.
to do? How can I
Saya
help?
says that. You just hear that from your.
No.
But yeah, I made a note of specifically all the things that are currently in custody, and we'll just leave that there.
Okay. Uh, I'll go ahead and reply to. I'll say. Sorry, I don't think you're the one I'm looking for. Or sorry, I don't think I'm the one you're looking for. We're in a weird spot right now. I'll let you know later. Um, I look at the other two in the room. I don't know. Did they? I'm like looking at Saya for a moment. Do the other two have a chance to look, or are they just? Are they
Uh,
involved?
One thing of note: um, Lydia cannot actually look at this because she is not a part of. This is
He's a
only
different team, different
yeah. This is
company.
This is only Starbus.
Okay.
This is only people on Starbus. Specifically your guys' group. Joanna is looking a little nervous. And actually, when you address her, she says, she kind of like perks up and is like, "Huh? What? What's up? Oh yeah.
And Kolya is dialing in, asking about. I mean, I see it too. Looks like our little board system's on the fritz.
Oh what?
It's asking a pretty important question, though. Look here, I'm still like on the speaker, and I'm showing this over to Joanne now. If you check out the top, it's asking if we want more time. I
Well,
I mean, it'd be nice, but I don't know what it's really. I don't know what that means.
she kind of gives a peculiar look at it too, and says, "Well, I mean, it's just a automated assistant.
Sure.
It'll automatically respond to things where it thinks it's applicable based on routing provided by the company, but I that does seem weird. It also seems weird that it they might have to check out the back end. I'll keep a note on that. That seems weird. That doesn't seem like something normal that it would do.
I'm fine to say yes, honestly. I think if we just put a yes, more time is great. That seems like a blanket positive. I don't know if it'll anything happen, but
I mean, it saw that Kolya, you left a note. See if it responds to it. I don't know if you want to add anything. You can add a direct inquiry if you'd like. I don't have anything in mind.
sure. Yeah, I could add one before they come back in. Oh gosh, how do I barely futz with this system, I swear.
I really expected you
Yeah.
to be a little bit more tech savvy.
I work with my hands a lot, all right? Pilot ships and repair cars, and I don't play with massage boards a whole bunch. I think I was that's not it. I was assigned to I think I was assigned to a hot pink. I think was my color.
Yeah, that seems right. That seems about correct.
Yeah, let me get over there. Yeah. Here we go, Saya. Yes. More time would be great. Thanks. Uh, Fred. Yeah, people don't use the period on the end of there. Let me take that one off. All right. Out of character, that's still something I. I'm what 34 at this point. That's still something I mentally process now and then is subtracting periods from statements because it's it's old it's boomer or whatever it is or it implies.
I only within the last like year have gotten comfortable doing that, and I had to make a concerted effort because people think that it's like
They think you're mad. They think you're angry
like
or something
people
like that.
think that periods are like yeah, they think you're
Like an
right.
expression. Like it's sort of like an exclamation point is like I guess excite or something. Amaze, amaze, amaze.
Amaze, amaze, amaze.
Amaze, amaze, amaze.
But
Anger,
periods are
anger,
like,
anger.
yeah. A period is like I'm being serious. I'm angry. It was 2020. It was about 6 years ago where somebody legitimately like had a hard conversation with it. They were like, "Why are you always mad at me?" And I was like, "I'm not." And then they were like, "Well, you use periods everywhere." I was like, "Oh, Yeah, I
Use
just use
grammar.
period.
Classic way to make a sentence.
I
Yeah.
used punctuation. Stop being so rude.
Mm-hmm.
By the way,
Amazing.
as long as we're talking over the table here, I felt like I know, Isaac, that you want the board to be organic. I feel like maybe putting this little star thing I put on this on like new stuff
Oh, like new
could be a
notifications.
good like
Yeah.
diegetic way to help us be able to
Ooh.
identify where there's actually something new.
I like that. Yes, thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
That's fun. That way, when we check the board each session or whenever it gets
Yeah, because if
updated.
it was a real like notification system, you'd be able to see what the new messages are.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. That's a good idea, actually. That's a good idea, Sean. What? Look at you with one of your good ideas.
They don't come around that often, so we have to savor them.
They visit once or twice.
You do notice. I don't. Speaking of diegetic, you do notice that there seems to be a response, and you do recognize this as a thinking throbber.
Now processing.
Uh huh.
I don't love thinking throbber, but I know it's correct.
God,
Thinking throb. I'm thinking throbber.
isn't the term throbber just the worst term for any piece of digital
It's pretty
anything?
bad.
It's
It's got to
really
be among the worst words in the human language, in the English language.
I thought that they were done when they came out with dongle. And then
No,
they
I
came
love
with throb.
dongle. I find delightful.
dongle is delightful, but knowing that your game has a loading throbber is just terrible. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
There's a truly heinous sentence I could make where I'm trying to think now, like a video game to have the statement, man, this game has a really cute throbber.
You could also say that my throbber's broke.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Terrible. If you don't fuck around in your tasks, how am I supposed to know you're not being serious? That's fair. Well, this is why we're talking about throbbers now, so...
Yeah, that's true. Just
Don't you
insert-
love when your text has a throbber? God.
I've got a throbber for you.
Uh-huh. When you're waiting on somebody to message and you just see their throbber in chat.
Mm-hmm.
I've
I
been
love
working
that
on
energy.
updating our throbber.
I love that energy drink full throbber.
Don't talk about your. We gotta get off this fucking conversation. You can get the stream taken
Is
down
everyone
already.
else still mad that there's a patent on playing with your throbber?
Oh God.
There is. There really is, and I hate it. That was we had some good PlayStation 1 times where you used to be able to play with your throbber, and now you can't anymore.
You're right. You're right, and I hate it. You're absolutely correct.
Sorry, I know you were trying to cut us off, but Comfy had the perfect dismount there, and I had to sort of slam dunk it.
Uh-huh. Well,
Yeah,
I
back in my day, we could.
I kind of slid us into starting the session finally, so I'll ask now the question: who would like to go first?
I mean, the answer, we know the answer. I
We
will
do.
take the ring to Mordor, though I do not know the way.
Okay.
I was really considering. I was like, what
Is today the day?
is today? I've done it once or twice over the course of this campaign.
I mean, you do have some big stuff too, but I can start with either. You both have some pretty big things on the block to chop.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I'm ready to chop you a blocky.
All right.
A blocky.
Okay. Let me collect. Kolya,
Yes.
you were last having a conversation with Quincy. You found them. You were sitting together inside of one of the repurposed kind of like apartment sections that other refugees and residents were kind of housed in. There's a couple other people in the room with you. You guys had just finished a conversation, and it sounded like you were determined now to make a decision. I think I know, and I think I know where you were wanting to go. But is there any direct way that you wanted? Like, what was the direction you were wanting to go with this? Because it sounds like you were wanting to confront Maison next.
Yeah. I think because we still have a car, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't remember what we were like ostensibly doing other than like just sort of taking a rest. I guess jog my memory. Do I know what Maison has been doing while I have been doing all of this stuff with Lena?
I will say, I'll just say yes. You can find Maison pretty easily. He seemed to quickly get caught up helping. There's kind of a makeshift like medical tent kind of set up to be able to help people because even though this is still a safer place, they're still bringing in people who have been injured, either going out to find supplies or coming in. As the situation has, as best as you can tell, stabilized here on some level, but it still seems that they're still having trouble handling the situation. I'll say you know that at some point Maison, you either heard Maison was there or Maison like sent you a note or sent somebody to let you know. So you know that he's around that area helping with the injured and the sick.
Yeah. Then I will go there and I will check on him and I'll just say, "Hello, Maison. I don't want to interrupt your work, so you can continue to work through this ad break and everything, but whenever you have a minute, I
Whenever
have
you have
something I
three
would like to
minutes,
discuss with you."
It's as you say that, you see an advertisement blow up on the syringe that he's applying into somebody, which is an advertisement for an antipsychotic that starts to jingle.
the syringe explodes.
It's just got like a little hologram and a jingle that starts playing about it. It just goes. Everyone knows the brain is good. Get that juice inside. Everyone knows your mental health matters.
So don't cry.
So don't cry.
Stop your cries.
Um. Uh-huh. To which Manzon does say thank you, and you'll spend the next few minutes. You watch as he kind of helps dress the wounds on this individual. You see that they've suffered. It looks like at least three other places where they've been seemingly bit or gouged. Uh, and that jingle keeps playing the whole time for the next 3 minutes.
Good.
And it starts listing off all the side effects of the drug.
In the jingle?
In the jingle. They sing them out too and everything.
That's impressive. It's impressive and terrifying that it's about 3 minutes worth of song. You like a full Taylor Swift length
Well,
song.
because they're not getting Eminem in here to
Uh-huh.
speed read these symptoms, so you got that whole small text that's being blown up into normal size text.
It clearly stays in the jingle tone, but is that sped up kind of talk to get through all of the potential side effects. So it's still sing-songing it, and you know what? To make it even worse, it's very clearly been generated somehow.
I was
If you
thinking
look-
that too.
If you are at the or if you are pregnant or at the risk of becoming pregnant.
Aren't we all? Well, aren't half the population kind of always at risk of becoming pregnant?
Yeah, I've always found the phrasing "at risk of becoming pregnant" very odd.
Is that a real one?
Pretty much.
Fuck.
Like the wording might not be precise, but pretty much,
I
yeah.
think that's just about it. Yeah.
That's terrible. What the hell?
Let's
When do I
see.
become at risk of becoming pregnant? That's my concern, right? I'm still worried about that.
The risk is never zero.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It's never, it can vary wildly high or low from person to person, but it's never zero.
I
God.
want to see if I can find the exact phrase,
Sean,
but
you need to read Broodchild. That's all I'm gonna say.
Rude child. Remind me what that was?
Hey, 89 months, Silos. That's the
nice.
Octavia B Butler E Butler.
Octavia Butler. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, she has a short story called Broodchild that is really good. I
Gotcha.
my story of it is actually I really like it. But the audiobook I listened to had had an like not a foreword. What's the opposite of a foreword? Like a
Like an
Afterward.
epilogue?
is it just an afterword? It's not an epilogue because it's specifically like author notes. But they had like an author notes afterward, and it's so funny. I was like, man, this was some really interesting, challenging science fiction. And then they just get to the afterword, the way that they talk about it. They're just like, I was just trying something. I was like, you know what? Go off. But it's really funny to have you just say it out right there.
Hmm.
They make it sound almost like fan fiction. It's so funny. Oh my god. Sometimes that's just what writing is. Sometimes you're just out there trying shit. They were
Yeah.
just like, I just wanted to see what would happen. I was like,
I just want to steal.
fair enough.
I have been really
uh,
enjoying Dawn, by the way. Speaking of Octavia Butler.
I know I need to. Sean, I know I need to read it. It'd probably be very applicable for my writing right here and right now.
It could be. They do
Uh,
have. It does have aliens with tentacles and weird fingers.
and I don't even know what the word xenogenesis even means. So, well, welcome back from ads, everybody. The syringe finally stops its jingle after a while, and Maison finishes dressing the wounds of this person who seems to be at least lightly sedated. Um, uh, and you see him kind of like stop and like, uh, you notice that in the time that you've been away from him, as you look over his kind of like general rosebud outfit, they did find a schmuck for him, and he's got like some extra. He has extra gloves now, but you notice that is he is noticeably bloodied on parts of his clothing. And you see him like take off the gloves and say, "All right, what's uh, what what would you like, Kolya? I'm sorry, I was. It's they've actually been very swamped here. They don't actually have that many doctors.
I mean, I don't want to take you away from this work entirely. Do you need to stay here to help these people?
He pauses for a second, and he says, well, I mean, if you're ready to leave, if you're ready to head on to the hospital, I mean, I am ready when you guys are. They noticed I had a rosebud bud outfit and asked if I could assist, and I said, absolutely. I could help. They just said that anything that I could give for the moment would be appreciated. Um,
Well, I have a proposition for you then.
You do see him cross his arms when he says when you say that,
There is
and kind of
something
narrow his
that I would
gaze.
like to take care of. A bit of further investigation I would like to do. But we would be having to come back through here by the time it is finished. Do you want to stay here and help these people while I do this, and I can come back and collect you when we are ready to go?
He he takes a moment to take in what you said and says, you see him kind of breathe in and just slowly nod. Um, my I am anxious to get to the hospital as soon as possible, but actually, yes, if you are quite all right with that, I would rather stay here for the time. Um, I what did you have in mind? I really do think we need to get there as soon as possible.
I feel like we have an opportunity to gather some more information about what these things are and how they're behaving, and we would be fools to pass it up. Regardless of what happens here on Tennyson, I do not think this is going to be the last time that we encounter something like this. And if we do not take the chances while we have them to get information that might be of use in the grander scale of things, then we may be selling the horse to save the cart.
He slowly nods in response and says, "I I can't deny that." And look, I do mean it. I do want to get to that hospital as soon as possible. However, and he does turn and look back, and you can hear coughing. Um, you hear the sounds of like light hysteria, but nothing that's like violent or anything. But clearly, people who are delirious and people. You see groups of of other nurses and a rosebud doctor trying to assist people, and he does look back over them and says, "I do feel that these people are owed my service, and until we can get to the hospital, I do think I would be a better use here being able to help them, and actually appreciate you recognizing that."
Of course, it's important that we do what we can. Well, I will speak with Quincy and see. I hope that Quincy will come with me. I would like not to venture out on my own if possible.
Quincy just says, "What are you talking about? I wouldn't leave your side."
I appreciate that.
At least you've got loyal people.
They
Ren
they
Maison?
they give you
Okay.
a soft smile when you say it. Smile with their eyes when
I
you
was
say
just
that.
about to say, no.
He doesn't. They don't have
I
a
was about
mouth.
to pull a vehicular manslaughter and be like, I don't know how you can tell.
Uh-huh.
I'll just say, Maison, we will report back and queue up when we are ready.
Do keep me posted, and do stay safe, and just stay safe. But whatever you have planned, I trust you.
Do our best. And I'll get out of there. That was so much easier than I expected.
Mm-hmm. There is one more thing. You kind of, yeah, you and Quincy collect inside of the Milsect vehicle and prepare to disembark. Um, oh boy, give me 1 second. I have to go. I have to go run down a name really fast. I think.
The classic.
Uh-huh. Their name is somewhere around here. I promise. Time to find out if I remember to write down this person's name in a convenient spot. Da, 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 da. Did I not? I didn't. Ain't that just the way? Not that one. Do, do, do. Okay. I'm just gonna do this really fast because I will forget again if I don't do it right now. I've learned, everybody, if you find that you missed the thing and you're like, oh no, I forgot to do that thing. Guess what? Just do it right there. Just do it right there. You'll forget again otherwise.
That's fair.
um, as you get to mount up and get ready to leave, uh, you notice yeah, you notice Rhonda kind of lightly jog up next to your vehicle as you're getting ready to pull out, and she addresses you, Kolya, and she says, "Oh well, wait, already heading out? Didn't realize
Uh,
that you were in a hurry."
can you remind me who this is?
This is the woman that you met leading into the. She was the
Okay.
first person that you spoke to.
Okay.
She's an engineer on the station.
I'll just say we'll probably be coming back this way here in a little while. We just have a couple of more things that we need to look at on the other side.
Oh, okay, okay. She actually looks a little nervous when as you say that, and she says, "Well, there's one thing that you should know before you head out. I know you've seen the condition of every of the camp. We do have one rule. Anybody who before anybody heads out, and we we just request we need everything that we can get. It's not easy. Uh, we just say anybody before you head out, donate some supplies here. That's all. I know it's dangerous, but believe it or not, not any safer here.
Yes, let me check my pick. And I'm going to pull out the
She says she just says, I mean, we're kind of a catch-all. We're just working with anything that we can find. Medical supplies, repair equipment. I, we'd take a bullet if you had one. Like, just any little bit helps.
How about um, I pull out the scalpel,
Okay.
uh, and one use of an auto med.
Yeah. She takes them, and she does take them with a little bit of reservation, and just says, "We." It does mean a lot, and as you can tell, things are not looking so hot. So, Snow, we don't ask this of anyone lightly. You're welcome back. Just know that anything that you can bring us would really help us out.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, actually, where are you heading out? You came from that direction, didn't you?
Yes, there's a couple of things that we passed by on the way in that we'd like to take a closer look at.
Okay. She just says, well, stay safe out there, and we'll hope to see you back soon, I guess.
I hope so as well.
She slaps the hood of your car and just says, well, well, this bastard's still running pretty well, so I think you'll be fine.
Um,
Yes? Yes? Should just have to double click it. What did what have you done?
I'm
What
actually
did,
gonna maybe give her the Geiger counter also.
okay.
Because I don't think I need it. It hasn't really been useful. There hasn't really been any threats of radiation, and it takes up a lot of space.
Gotcha. Here's what I will say, because I like being thorough. Whatever you take, just go ahead on the left side in the white box where it says like Milset custody and Shipwalker. Just drop it in there, just to keep track of it. Just to keep track of it.
I can't access that.
Oh, can you not? You should be
It's
able
being
to.
edited already, I think.
Oh, I'm touching it. That's why.
Okay, under
That would
Titan Residence
explain it.
dock.
Yes. I just like being thorough.
There.
All right. Then you load up and get up to the gate. They slowly open it and you head out.
So I do.
So they do. What the? Oh, that's what I was like. It's not right. Um, Fred.
It's me.
Shortly after you get off of the radio with uh after you get off the radio with um Kolya,
Yeah.
the door here, actually, I'll wait on that for a second. The door to the um room opens and somebody steps in. Let me quote this exactly. And somebody steps in.
Okay.
Uh they are a they are a let me see if, oh, hold on. Surely I have a more direct description of them. One moment. Processing.
Processing.
Processing. Processing. Please place your items in the bagging area.
Wait.
Wait is pretty good. I forget about wait. All right. Yeah. A kind of middle-aged individual steps in. They have a pretty gaunt face and are I'm gonna say like slightly tall, a little over 6 feet, wearing a beret, and they have like kind of patchy shaved face, and they step in. If you will hope to remember, this was the last thing that happened actually during the last session. Fred, you're confronted with this person. They're in a full kind of decorated chief, like police chief outfit, and they step into the room, and the door closes behind them, uh, and they look over to you, and they say,
It's ad time. No, I'm
"It's
kidding. They don't say that.
is it actually ad time though?"
No,
No,
it's just,
Okay,
I just
you
mess with you.
son of a biscuit. Um. Uh. Uh. He said. They say. They say. Uh. I'm thinking. Uh.
What are you thinking about?
How dare you? This is not real time. This is Hammer space. Uh.
This is hammer time.
This is Hammer time. Um. I'm acting. I'm acting chief. I'm acting chief. I'm acting Milsec chief. Ingleschted. Who are you? And what are you doing on this pylon?
Fred Jones, contractor for Starbucks, is my
When you
current
say that,
vocation.
he's holding a group of folders, like physical folders, and when you say that, he puts it down on the desk. Noted.
Uh, these are some friends and coworkers. Young girl here. Her brother lives here. My parents also live here. On this pylon specifically, my parents are residents here.
He narrows uh, he narrows his gaze when you say that, and they say, "I'm well aware. I recognize you, Fred, Captain
You do?
Joanna Powers, and looks like a member of the Rosebud crew. We were informed you were um, escorting."
That's all correct. Your information is spot on. And were you
He,
asking us for verification?
They fold their arms. Last we were in contact, I believe we had left you with last that we had contact. We had instructed you that we were still processing clearance for you to be able to board, as Tennyson is currently undergoing a crisis. Do you understand this?
Intimately. Been uh, seeing some of it firsthand. I don't know if you've got the reports of what's going on downstream,
We
but
are very familiar with what is
we
happening, and at the moment,
we've fled from there.
Milsect has the situation under control, and we are currently working to operate next step of that.
Go. Well, if I may give you an inquiry, actually, there was a good friend, a co-worker of ours, got wrangled up in that mess, and we're pretty sure he's dead, honestly. But if you have any info, I'd love to know if he made it out or not.
Ingleschted sighs, and just waves their hand and says, I'm aware of the clearance that Sergeant Jensen provided you, which we will discuss with him later. But currently, right now, the situation that I see is that I want to deal with the situation of the breach of quarantine. One second. As they say that, they say, as much as I would actually really like follow through on pressing charges, my understanding is that currently Milsect is in direct communication with your employer.
That's correct. Yeah, we Starbus has assured us 5 days of.
5 days.
There's a fancy term for it, but it's basically diplomatic immunity, is what it boils down to.
Yes, and that diplomatic immunity is something that we will honor. However, we will only honor it this far and no farther. As far as I'm concerned, you are now in the custody and protection of Rhea.
It's the first thing that looked like civilization since we got here, so it's shocking how much it looks like human life is actually preserved
Well,
when the rest of it looks like a hellhole.
As you can tell, there was a bit of a situation that popped up on the pylon, so I had to deal with a lot in a very short amount of time. You might forgive us for the condition that Rhea itself is in. We apologize.
I mean, it looks like paradise by comparison, so
Well,
no complaints here. And keep my folks safe. Oh, just say enjoy it?
Enjoy it. As of right now, the current contagion has been isolated. You don't have to worry about it here. And you don't have to worry about anything else. Any other problems that we're encountering, we're actively handling as we speak. Mainly, I would like to inform you that since we can't deal with the situation of the breach of quarantine, what I can advise is that you will be free to stay on Rhea for the time being. Till we have completed the cleanup operation of quarantine on both Iapetus and on Titan. You are to be restricted to Rhea. There will be no allowed exit from this pylon. You understand?
So yeah, I get what you're saying.
Furthermore, again, whilst we can't directly track you, I have informed my officers to keep an eye out for you. So, don't do anything that would interfere with our operations or break any more quarantine any farther than you already have.
There's a weird comfort in the things you're telling me. I know your business, and you're telling me your business, but I've been on the business end of these things, these critters, for the past, God, how many days? Two odd days at this point. So having someone else deal with it, kind of a blessing.
Well,
I won't be interrupting or getting in the way of your operations. If anything, I sincerely mean it when I say I thank you for your service.
well, we appreciate that. The good news is then for you that in around 18 hours that should be completed. Once that is done, we will deal with your further situation.
What clarification? What will be completed in 18 hours?
That is not for my discretion to tell you. Just know that after 18 hours, we will have a corrective solution to the problem.
That's right. I think this was all. I think this is all in character that that we were told that they might be gas and everything. I can't remember. I say. I say. I trust you. At the end of 18 hours, every human life's gonna be coming out of the other side of that, right?
When you say that, they say, we are going to minimize losses.
I do love my parents. That's true.
Are they on Rhea?
They're on Rhea.
They'll be safe if they stay on Rhea. And when he says it, you can really feel it in his tone. There's something... This conversation, at least if I'm trying as hard as I can, you still don't feel very comfortable about the energy that Ingleschted is bringing.
It's definitely some Uncle Iroh, like, you don't want to show up to work tomorrow. You're tired.
I don't think you want to describe this man as Iroh. That is not what I'm going for.
That was just kind of the vibe of like as long as you stay on Rhea, like you don't want to leave tomorrow.
Now I'm worried. Man, maybe I do need to push harder. Damn, Sean, I thought I was trying to be as menacing as possible. Fuck, do you have any tips?
I mean, like, in terms of, at least as far as I understand, in terms of you don't want to leave tomorrow, that seemed to be coming across pretty clear. Like, if you leave, you get gassed, you're gonna die. Like, at least that was the signal I was kind of picking up. So to that end, I take a moment to process. I go into hammer time and think about, and I say, glad we're safe on Rhea.
Yes, for the time being.
I feel like we might be in sort of a catch-22, and maybe you can clarify. We have this diplomatic immunity for 5 days, and also we cannot leave at all. I guess until will we be able to leave 18 hours from now? Because I feel like if those two are button heads, then we won't be able to leave until our time expires, and then I guess we get arrested. Is that the intent?
Once we have the situation handled here, a lot of our problems will have been dealt with. We'll be able to deal with your situation next.
That's. I don't think that answers the question.
You,
Savannah in the background. I don't know if it's coming through. She's just like shouting out, "My cat's asleep on my HDMI cable."
you hear that from from
Like the
from
next
inside
room
the
over.
from inside the precinct.
One of the officers brought bring your cat to work day.
Let me think. I want I want to try a thing which might be a question, but there's also the part of me that's like, I will try this. If it doesn't work, I'll try something else. Uh, eh, may, mm, hmm. You've given me my own strange puzzle because I'm trying to at least. Hmm. Okay. All right. In that case, no. I got this. Yeah. We're good. Uh, and Ingleschted straightens up, and they say, "Good. Glad things are in order, and that we have an understanding."
Uh,
Frankly, I was expecting more resistance, but I'm actually glad that this went smoothly.
uh, I guess you can get your resistance now if you want, because I don't believe your reply answered the question I was asking. And then what you've just told me is, I'm glad we came to an understanding.
What did actually out of character? What did we? Sorry, I thought I might have accidentally sidestepped that question by mistake. What was the question?
You're good. I think you put a lot of mental like thought. I think you put a lot of like mental out of character thought into it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was basically I was questioning him the character about the puzzle basically of like I can't leave Rhea, but then also once 5 days expire, this diplomatic immunity thing's over. So like, am I just trapped and waiting here until I'm arrested? is pretty much what I was asking him in character.
Ingleschted says, if you're cooperative, it would make the processing easier, and I'd be able to vouch for a lighter sentence.
I'm not looking to break any rules, but does diplomatic immunity mean that if our job, I guess I got two questions. One's a less fun one, one's the more fun one. I mean that sincerely. If our work here is finished and we got this diplomatic immunity, we just try to leave, right? I mean, that's not what you want. That's literally against. That's exactly what you've expressly told us not to do. But is that not part of the package deal?
We will have to take some time, process everyone leaving Rhea after we have dealt with the situation. There's a lot of people that we're holding on this pylon. That's going to take some time. I do apologize.
Understood. Well, I think we've been here for. Sorry, I'm actually trying to read the. Okay, yeah, we've been here almost 2 full days. So if you're saying wait 18 more hours, that lands us midday 3. We could, yeah. Which to that end, this is a question for you as much as it is for my own commanding officer, Joanne. What was our job here? I've gotten so lost in the muck of. Was it Rosebud? Was that who we were escorting?
Um, uh, when you say that, Ingleschted, you kind of, I'm assuming you're kind of like addressing that towards
Yeah,
Joanne.
like I can't remember if we were doing anything for Millsect or if that probably not. But that was like
You
it just
kind of glance over at Joanne, and she looks fairly uncomfortable in this situation. She's actually avoiding eye contact. Uh, but when you say that, Lydia Ingleschted says, "Yes. What exactly was your job? What are you doing here?" Lydia responds, saying very sheepishly, "You were just sent for medical relief. We, Rosebud was informed that there was a breach, that Rosebud was informed of a health crisis on Tennyson, and we were just sent to assist. These people were the people who were just getting us here."
yeah. Believe it or not, we did actually have a member of Millsect with our troop. It was some Starbus. I piloted the ship, and among other things, we had we had a science officer. God hope he's still alive. Uh, we had our commander. We had Rosebud coming here for medical stuff, and we had Millsect. We actually had a Millsect officer with us, and that was the person who might be dead.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Many, all of the individuals on my force understand the risks. We all do. And he's when Ingolstadt says that, they're actually looking directly towards Joanna. Well, unless
Well,
you have any concerns that you would like to let me know about.
I
I
assume we're not going to need our our armaments while we're inside the walls of Rhea. Yeah.
Those will not be necessary.
You got them labeled somewhere in case we come back to ever pick them up.
Frankly, that alone frankly, the possession of Milsect armaments is something that is not going to look very good on your record regarding this incident.
There's a term for that. There's a I'm not a lawyer. There's a legal term for that. I think that's entrapment. What I really mean to say in layman's terms is a Milsect officer handed me some weapons that I carried around. I had access to the Milsect cache back at the camp, and so I have Milsect weapons on me. If you're telling me you're going to reclaim them, then that's unfortunate but understandable. If you're telling me you're going to prosecute me for them, that's
for the time being, we will just reclaim them.
Understandable. They got your name on them. They got Milsect written on the side.
Then, I simply would just like to reiterate. You are to remain on Rhea for the time being. This is your final warning.
Sure. Please sincerely let us know about Billy. Whose name I certainly know.
No, you got it, Bill. You got it.
Well, his last name. I was gonna list the whole name. I was about to say Billy Blast, but it's Williamson, I believe.
It is Billy Williamson. You're correct.
Yeah. Say I'll say. Well, the most important thing really is first you hear about Billy Williamson. Please let us know, because in no uncertain terms, he became a treasured part of our crew. And we're sad if the worst has happened.
They say if anything has happened to him, you will hear about him. Along with all of the other names of the men and women that we've already lost in this situation.
Appreciate it.
You're dismissed. And the door opens up behind him on the other side of the room. Do you have anything else to say or anything that you do?
I think we'll just pack up our stuff that we still have and go ahead and start walking out. Am I missing anything that that didn't have Milsec's label on it? Did all of my weapons and stuff like that? Did all of my items all say all have Milsect this or that?
The thing that you notice is it's a combination. Essentially, if it was a firearm or something that they could determine was some kind of destructive device, they seem to have to have confiscated all of your firearms, and strangely the improvised weapon that Joanne had was also taken. But like I said, it seems like everything else seems there. Things that, like the electricity projector and the things like your company hook, safety harpoon, stuff like that. Like you were able to retain those.
Gotcha. Okay. I think I'm actually down to. I want to give myself an accurate backpack. Let's see. I think that's 9 slots. 9 out of 12.
The 2, 4. Yes, 9. Yep.
Yeah.
As you kind of shuffle out, Joanne's actually following behind a little bit. And as you pass Ingleschted, they actually stop Joanne, and they just say, "Except you, Joe and I have some discussing to do." And when they point that out, she has a kind of, she gives a little bit of a look of dismay.
I clocked out for like 10 seconds. What was said to Joanne? Like, Joanne, we have some explaining to do.
Ingleschted says, except for you, Joe and I have some discussing to do, essentially.
I look over to her and
And
I say, I can hang back.
she says, she just shakes her head and just says, "No, I'll be fine. I'll handle this."
I guess Lydia and I walk out.
I'll be, and she just says, "I won't be long." Let me see.
As soon as Lydia and I get out of earshot of like at least any immediate like officer,
Mm-hmm.
do I actually have a question for her?
Yeah.
Uh, I I say probably overshared, but know that there's other things going on. I remember Dr. Mazon. I wanted to strangle him for this and that. But it's genuinely, my brain's been rattled enough at this point. We were bringing Rosebud to this place. That was what Starbus was doing, right?
Yeah. I mean, you're you were just our transportation, as far as I know. Um,
Yeah.
we were just we were just missioning Starbus out for ferrying for our work. She does noticeably trail off when she says that.
Well, Lydia, what is your tie-in with Rosebud? Are you sort of a junior doctor? Do you know like the hip upward, like half the human body, and next semester you're studying the lower half?
Well, I yeah, I was studying to try to become a doctor, get into some field of medical science. I don't know. It's nothing that important. Um, she kind of gulps, and says, "Just, I was able to talk Maison into taking me on this job. I needed the credentials, something, anything.
So you're just kind of a lab assistant right now. I'm not. We're days into this operation. I'm not here to question your badge, or I'm just honestly, I'm just kind of curious at this point. I never really stopped to question what we were doing to Starbus or really any of this until I had to try to explain it to a blowhard, some other dude.
All that I was really cleared for was we were just. And she bites her lip and she says, I mainly said what I said back there to hopefully diffuse some pressure. We were, as far as I'm concerned, I was here to support Maison and being able to collect company records regarding operations on Tennyson, as
That is,
Rosebud was responsible for some kind of biomedical research that was happening here.
I did remember that. I wasn't gonna out Rosebud out and out. No need to throw them under the star bus.
She chuckles when you say that.
But I did remember that part. I was saving that one in my back pocket. Well, I think we're in the clear for the moment. I know that getting over to see your brothers, challenging, frankly.
Yeah.
Based on the apparently they have enough spare manpower to fight off an army and also watch us somehow. It's impressive. It's impressive how bored they are here when everyone else outside is falling apart.
Actually, as you like kind of say that and get a feeling of your surroundings, you notice that it the even this street is particularly densely populated. There is a lot of people coming and going, and traffic seems to be fairly slow. With you see at least one Milsect officer at a corner and at least one Milsect vehicle caught in this traffic.
Well, good to know that if we ever have to get out of here, we can maybe do it on foot because they won't be able to chase us in a vehicle. Oh, that reminds me. Our vehicle's probably impounded. God damn it. Well,
Just then an ad for an impound lot starts.
Uh huh. Did you? Were
do
you
you
caught?
do?
Were you caught again, parked in some restricted area by a mill sect? Well, do I know where your car went?
Oh my gosh. So I got a real story related to not Milsect, but kind of some of that.
God.
As some of you might remember, there was that car that slammed into me going like 50 miles an hour back on September 11th, 2025. Never forget.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because of the fact that I went and just got checked out at the hospital, and I was the only one there, I mean, even if like Savannah was there, she probably would have just gone to the hospital as well to get checked out. There was no one there to like drive or escort the car off the road. I mean, it could move kind of. It wasn't in great shape, but it had an engine and it could move. Um, because there wasn't anyone to instruct, like, hey, take it here, use this service or whatever, the county just picked like their favorite pick or their regular pick or whatever. It was like $400.
Oh
Like we went to go pick it up the next day from the pound. It was like $400 to get that thing out. And it's like what did you really do? Like
yeah.
like you guys have a rocky gravel parking lot and it's been here for like 16 hours. Like
What they did is owned land.
Yeah.
yeah.
And what you did was make a mistake. You didn't even make the mistake. Ugh.
No, there was yeah. I mean, thankfully it was all reimbursed with with the
With
park
insurance.
stuff.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good at least.
But still, it's just the idea of like, this is a racket. Like I would have just had this taken to like a repair shop, and the tow would have, if I'd used somebody that I knew, like we've got AAA or whatever. But even if we hadn't, so I'm still talking Southern now from Fred. But even if we hadn't, then it's like $50, and then it would be at the repair shop, and it'd be like $0 because they don't really charge you to leave cars there for short periods, especially if they're going to repair them. And even when I did take a car to a repair shop and found out that I couldn't repair it, they were like, I actually was just like, hey, I'm gonna turn the car over to you guys. Like, I can't remember if they gave me any money for it or something like that. But yeah, there was no charge.
Mm-hmm.
Millsec sucks. The point is the Millsec sucks.
Millsec sucks. I'm glad you got there.
Yeah.
There was a part of me that was like, I will say, I actually went back and forth on Ingleschted, and I'm actually glad that we almost didn't last time, and I had to do some revisions. So some of my thoughts about Ingleschted is they would be way more intense, but after a while I thought about it and I was like, is it really good character writing if that's what I decide to do? So I'm glad I decided to try to like really reframe and rephrase it as much as possible to like actually nail like, I want them to be intimidating, and I want them to make it clear that you are not in a good situation right now. But I need to make sure to do that and not make this uncomfortable for everybody.
I think the biggest, like, out of character, I think the biggest blocker you can run into with something like that is have a character be a stonewall, where like you're trying to engage with them and be like, hey, I have this question, and the answer like 100% of the time is like, that I'm not going to tell you that. And it's just like, why am I here?
That's fair, and I hope that I like wanted to really make it clear that he was going to be they were going to be restrictive, but that you will still have a conversation with this person.
No, you found a good balance on that. You found a good balance on that front. That I was just thinking, like, during and after that interaction, I was thinking about that character like archetype, and how that's just like a challenge to deal with that archetype.
I was gonna
say is to make them, how you want them, but also not make them just like be a wall.
Exactly. Like I really wanted to try to like challenge myself there to be like, I feel like I haven't actually really written any true, and certainly not in this setting yet. I haven't directly written an antagonist yet, and I really wanted to like have that moment to be like, there are people in this setting who are going to be actual blocks for that, and I need to figure out how to actually implement that. I actually want there to be that kind of friction, but I also needed to definitely really sit and cook on that one, because I was really excited to try to like test myself that way, but I was also very nervous because I was like, I feel like this can go one of two ways, and it did get close, and I'm glad we continued the scene to finally get to that point. But I was like, one of them I definitely don't want to come across is yeah, you should just be okay with staying on, right? I definitely wanted to try to make that clear. It's like, I want your takeaway to be like, I don't still want to be on this pylon if I can help it.
Funnily enough, I mean, I know I don't want to be there for more than the 5 days, but
Yes.
yeah.
Which I'm cooking on that, but at least I got that in mind to be like, either way, you don't want to be here any longer. Then Milsec can have their hands on you. Um, on that note, welcome back from ads, everybody. Trying to think. We were interrupted by an ad. I guess. Did Fred have any other thoughts?
Yeah, I think we're wrapping up, but I think I was literally just gonna ask Lydia, like, I was gonna say, like, I don't know how we're getting to your brother at this present moment in time, but
She
it,
she does say, I know that it's I know that it will be dangerous, and I'll actually say this here. I do still need your help, and I don't know what they have planned, and I don't. Maison has his guesses, and whatever they have planned, it doesn't sound good, and I'll actually say this here. I can't wait 18 hours. Certainly not to
gotcha.
see what they do. As far as I see it, I'm just gonna look for a way that we can get off this pylon.
I'm gonna take a 1 in a million shot. Give me just a sec, Lydia. Hey, Coles. Um, you and Maison know anything about something happening in 18 hours? I got a bad feeling, and I can't quite remember, and I feel like it's not great.
Who are you calling out to? Sorry, I missed
Kolya.
that. Oh.
What his name is Coles.
I also missed that.
Yeah, it was like, hey, Coles. Do you or Maison know anything about something happening in 18 hours? I got no clue what's I feel like not good, but I feel like I'm supposed to remember something, and
Yeah, it's the entire reason that we split off and went separate directions.
yep, that's what I was thinking. That is it. I don't want to speak too loud around here. I'm in the middle of Raya now. It is crowded as shit, and they have a surprisingly, against all odds, they have a middle-sect officer basically parked in every street corner. They are impressively sardined in here. But yeah, we're currently kind of against our will quarantined in this place. They seem like they're going to try to do something if we want to leave, which is hilarious given the fact that if we stay too long, we're also up shit's creek and paddling with our hands in the shit.
Oh, is that what they mean by no without a paddle?
Huh?
Lydia just says that out loud. Definitely not me channeling through one of my characters. It's fine.
I see. Uh, hmm.
we we can try to get out of here. Like I'm not asking you to come rescue us. I just mean that whatever they're thinking about it pretty hard.
I mean, I don't know that I would have the ability to come rescue you if I wanted to. Like, I don't know.
No, it's
The
fine.
best we could do is get captured with you, I guess.
Nah, it's true. Nah. I mean, if they're, I don't know exactly what they're doing, but if they're gonna gas the whole place minus Rayo, like if you're running down the clock, you got like a couple hours to spare, then yeah, I mean, try to not die. But I mean, unless there's a one of those things trying to eat your whole bum, in some ways you're better off out there. At least I feel physically safe for the moment, I guess, here, but
But
uh,
Rhea is exempt from their plans.
as far as I can tell, they said that the two key words, the two key phrases I got were they're going to try to minimize losses, which is no guarantee of anything, and uh, and to try to stay on Rhea until the 18 hours have passed, which I might have erroneously come to the conclusion that whatever's happening is not on Rhea, but best guess so far.
Interesting. There is. Hmm. I have to think about this somewhat, but
Yeah,
I appreciate the update.
yeah, of course. Got we just got here. We're just sorting ourselves out. I think I might actually try to go visit my parents soon. So
I wish you the best of luck with this.
I appreciate it. It's pretty much the whole journey for me, and then we're gonna figure out what to do for Lydia.
Hydrate, man.
I do look
Man,
hydrate, man. I'll probably get some water when we shift back to Kolya. I do say to Lydia, I say, hey there, little doc, uh, mini doc. I came this far. We'll get you all the way there, one way or another. You got a place to go, or do you want to meet my parents?
She nods and she says, I would be comfortable with you, I think. I mean, yes. I don't know anybody else I could trust on the station right now, so. As she says that, um, about 30 minutes have actually passed. You guys kind of sat outside for a little bit too, to cool off. Um, Joanne steps out, looking kind of like she shakes her shoulders, um, and has her hand up to her temples, and just says, "That was a headache."
Yeah, what are you allowed to tell us? What are they trying to detain you for?
It don't don't worry about that. Ingleschted is just
Just
she
try
lets out a
to
sigh when she says that, and just says, "Don't worry about English."
well, he try to ask you for drinks, like one captain to another. He's like, "Oh man,
No, well, um, they kind of tap uh their fingers on their side, and they just say, "At least we made it here." Um,
we did."
far as I see it, I don't know if what you guys were discussing. Actually, what were you guys discussing? How are you
We're
guys
just
faring?
having we're just having a kind of heart to heart and just talking about real life stuff. And unless he had some other big plans, we're talking about visiting my parents. They are here, so
That's good.
can introduce uh, can introduce my whole family to my whole family.
Well, I hate to do this to you then, but I actually need to head over to the Starbus. Um, I need to head over to Starbus as quickly as possible.
I
Some
got a
stuff
report
there
in
that
there
I need to
too.
collect. Yeah, I know.
No. I was asking. My bad. Do I got to head over to report in or whatever too, or?
Oh, actually, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I need to get there first, but
I mean, if we both got to clock in or whatever, then
she shakes her head and she says, "As far as I'm concerned, you don't have to worry about what's happening at the headquarters. Um, if
okay. So
anything, I
I don't got to
if
stop at HQ.
meet me there later. I actually really."
Okay.
She just chuckles and she just says, "The way I see it, I don't plan either staying here. Anything that you guys can find or do that would help us get us prepared for getting out of Rhea as soon as possible. I'd really appreciate that."
Uh, yeah. Um, I'm sweating bullets under my skin, trying to think about how we're gonna get out of here with two people in their golden years.
Um, Lydia actually lights up a little bit and says, "Well, did I am a practicing medical God, I'm trying to think of a generic term. She's not like a nurse. She's not like a
Like a physician?
doctor. I guess a physician. Yeah, I guess I'll go with fuck it. I'll go with physician. I am a practicing physician. I'm sure we could find a way to help them get out of Rhea safely as far as they are concerned. Leave that actually to me.
Really? Yeah. Yeah. Sure. That's. Is that your ceiling fan, Sean?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just having a conversation with Silos.
Oh, that's funny.
Uh,
Oh, dead pixels. That's funny.
that's don't we don't worry about the dead pixels. We don't worry about the dead pixels yet.
Yeah. Well, that's a high promise, but if you think you got something for that, then sure. I guess if I gotta stop by HQ later, then I'll stop by parents first. Dude, lady, you gotta stop in at Rosebud or whatever. Or you coming with me?
I mean, I have to. I'm gonna stick with you. Either way,
Okay. All right.
Rosebud's headquarters are actually back on Titan. No
Oh,
access
well,
here.
well, that's convenient. You don't have any bureaucracy to deal with here. Not bad.
Well, depends.
Yeah, I mean, if you're wanting your documents or whatever, that's or data. That's probably all in a place that's full of critters. But anyway, let's. I'm good to get on getting.
Okay. Keep me posted. I'm gonna say like try to take as much and as little time as you can. I'd say I'd give you like a couple hours. Um, Also keep an eye out. We're going back into it. Definitely. Any gear, any weapons. We're
Yeah,
gonna
I mean,
find a
if we
way out.
can we can reclaim that cash. It feels like they stole the legs right out from underneath us.
When you say that, hold on, let me check something. Make sure, otherwise we'll probably just have to.
Absolute horse shit as well. They were thinking about pressing charges for weapons they gave us.
Like I said, don't worry about Ingleschted. As long as we can get off this station within 5 days, be out of jurisdiction. Kind of hoping they can keep us here.
That's what I was thinking. I was kind of piecing together that the diplomatic immunity meant that all this huffing and puffing ain't gonna blow our proverbial house down.
Just checking if I made a note for this, and if not, I will. I will say that surprisingly, Joanna says that in mind. That in mind.
Yeah, what's up?
Sorry, I'm processing.
We're back in hammer time.
Back in hammer time.
Cannot in fact touch this.
She says rule sect.
Rule sect is very good.
Milsect is okay. Yeah. She says it would be risky, but give me a little bit of time. Might be able to get some contact with Milsect.
I'll be interested to see if if Pops carries a pistol or something like that. Maybe it's just like a little baby toy shooter, but I mean, shoot, he's got something.
Okay, yeah.
If he can't get in contact with Milsect, I mean, Milsect weapons are a cut above for sure.
She said, "Oh, go ahead."
They're really what the doctor ordered, so to speak.
She says, "Well, if we had the misfortune of running into Ingleschted, we might have the luck being able to run into some other people." And yeah, like, she just says, "I should have an answer for you in a bit. I'll let you meet up with your parents. I know that's most important for to you at the moment, anyway."
It's nostalgia waiting to happen. Honestly, I'm just hell on earth. Besides, I'm just kind of excited to see him.
Fair. Either way, there's still stuff here, and I mean,
Yeah, we got a
heck,
real
even on the
sushi
way
joint.
in, I did see a. Believe it or not, I did see a gun store. So
That's fair. I forget if Daimon Sushi's a franchise. I don't know if they got one here on one in Ray as well. I wonder if a different letter's out. Wait, where were you looking for? Emerald Sushi?
I don't remember.
Emerald Hibachi?
High or low, Jackson?
I think that might be in Miro. I want to say we found Diamond Sushi and we shifted our personal goals or something like that. Where's
Emerald Hibachi? Yeah.
we
Holy
did?
shit.
Yep, there it
I
is.
remembered it correctly. Emerald Hibachi.
Well, never mind. Man, I don't even remember why we had that discussion. Fuck.
Well,
Then I
because
won't even. I was gonna.
finished
Oh,
we finished Diamond Sushi. It was like, well, we gotta get something.
Um.
Finished, you say?
She just smirks and just says, "Honestly, that just sounds like a great place that we could just go later. That'd be nice."
Yeah, I ain't got no credits to my name, but we'll figure it out. I'll do dishes for an hour if I gotta.
Whatever the case, stay safe, you two.
Yeah,
I don't.
you too.
I. I. I don't think I gotta say it. So, an eye out on Milsect.
Yeah.
And you guys kind of separate. You're able to. I'll say, like, just for the sake of like convenience, if you like need to go anywhere, it's not like you can't get any transportation. You just have to like take like a cab or something, and it's slightly slower than it would be, but it's not walking. You don't have to walk. There's forms of transportation. You can find one of those bikes if you have that bike app. You find one of those scooters, one of them electric scooters.
Honestly, I feel like there should be a way to pay with like bank or something like that, because like that can't be all the money I've ever had in my entire life. But
I'll say for the sake of convenience, you have like a monthly like transportation app that's like you've been paid for the month or something, right? That
all right,
that
yeah.
credits you for it. You have a taxi subscription.
We have Uno, yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh God, is that real? I mean, is that real? It probably is real. No, I should be like, yeah, that probably does actually exist.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure there's Uber subscriptions and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
I say as someone who doesn't actually have it.
Well, switching gears, it is 11:14. I think we could do one more scene.
I was gonna say there's one or
with
two
that.
little things if we want to like wrap up here in a second that I'd like to sort of throw out there if we're switching back to me.
If you're comfortable with that, Jackson, I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah, I'll go grab some water for Silos'
Drac
hydrate.
Man.
Yeah, and maybe a snack as well because I'm a bit hungry.
Are you pecky? Are you peckish?
I'm a little peckishy. I didn't actually have a real dinner, and so I had walnuts or pecans.
I did have a pretty good dinner, but a part of me is like, God, I thought that was gonna sustain me actually a little bit more, a little bit longer, and I'm like, I'm probably gonna get a snack before I go to bed after this.
That's the dangers of going to midnight is that we're.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if we want to wrap it up so that we can take care of our bodies, we could do that.
My
you go for it.
body
I'm gonna go take.
fine.
I'm gonna go take care of my body. I'm gonna grab this camera and just.
Bluetooth camera.
Mhm.
Oh, I thought he was saying he was going to take the camera with him. He was
No.
going to hide his wall.
Boo.
I feel like
just
whatever
gonna-
we're looking at now is more telling than seeing slightly more of the back of his wall.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're seeing a soft focus of some dice on my desk.
Ah, that's what that is.
Yeah.
No, they're clearly it's clearly candy.
They're
cursed
Savannah's
candy.
they're Savannah's dice because I think at one point we were playing Mothership or something like that, and I was like, oh, I don't know where my dice bag is, and Savannah was in chat and just listening to the stream and just came in and dropped this tray off, and it's been sitting on my desk ever since.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Cool. That stabilized well. I don't know if it's gonna stay there, but like That's good.
Your dice now.
Milo is so angry.
Oh, there he is. I saw him for a second. My boy is sleeping.
It sounds like he's attacking the microphone.
Yeah, I turned Crisp off so that he could hear him yelling at me. And then he is. I swear he knows I did it because the moment I did turn Crisp off, he turned around and just pushed the mic over, and I had to catch it before it fell.
Oh yeah, yeah. My boy will. Well, I was about to point it out, but I realize I'm dice now. But yeah, my boy will nuzzle his face like into the microphone, like into the speaker of the yeah.
He likes it
Just
in there.
yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go find some snacks while you guys wrap up.
Okay. Well, switching back over to Kolya. So at least unless you're doing something before this, you're on your way back to Daimon. Is it something you were wanting to do on the way back, or is it something that you wanted to do when you got there?
On the way back.
Okay.
I want. I just as we're traveling, I just say to Quincy, Quincy, I don't know that much about the way that your systems work. Do you actually breathe air?
They pause for a second, and they say, "Well, yes, I actually believe so. We have my system requires at least an amount of airflow for various processes, including cooling for units around my systems."
Cooling. So it's not like you're not processing oxygen so much as you are using the airflow itself.
I they pause when you say that for a noticeably long period of time, and they say, "Why do you ask this?"
I assume I'm driving.
Yes.
Uh, I like reach back with one hand and start shuffling around in my bag while I'm like trying not to distract myself from driving too much. And eventually pull out an oxygen tank that I've had in my bag for like the whole game.
Uh-huh.
And I say, in the event that we don't, uh, stop whatever it is that Milsec is trying to do successfully, or if it is, you know, a close call that we are not sure if we will get there in time or not. I'm just trying to think through what our options will be at that point. So, for clarity, my thinking here is it seems like Quincy may survive the gassing, and
What?
I'm wondering, like, with this oxygen tank, I might be able to also survive the gassing if we don't make it for some reason.
Uh-huh. As you say that then, and as you like point out the oxygen tank, they just say very directly. They say, "You won't have to worry about me."
Well, the other thing I was thinking is how big, out of character, how big would you say the like settlement area is that we're leaving?
It was roughly, I imagine that it's not like a square. It's like almost like an oblong rectangle that
Sure.
consists of like a single street that goes
Okay.
down at least 2 blocks. I'm gonna say 2 to 3 blocks.
Okay. That's not too big.
Yeah.
Interesting. Um, I am a scientist. This might actually be. Hold on. I was going to ask Quincy to do something, but I was like, this is actually something I would know how to do. um, I actually asked Quincy to switch with me and drive for a while.
All right. They switch spots with you and start driving. Uh, I'll actually say when you switch seats, you notice that they drive. How would you describe your driving in this situation?
Um, I would say that my there's probably not a lot of vehicles on IO because like the domes are pretty small, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably don't drive great. I probably drive like I technically have a license.
Then, in contrast, you notice as you start like driving along, um, they drive. They do drive very like precisely, but you are always about you are much slower, not like slow, but like more directly slow than you would have been going if you were driving, since you're under the presumption that like it doesn't matter. You can drive a little bit faster, but they drive noticeably slower, and they take longer to like take turns or avoid obstacles.
Okay. Um, what I want to do while Quincy is driving, I want to try to calculate how long it would take the rough estimate, my rough estimate of how much population is in that settlement. I want to try to calculate the volume of this air in that settlement if they were to seal it off somehow, and how long it would take them to breathe all of their breathable oxygen. And I'm hoping that can be a planetology roll.
Honestly, I mean, science is science, baby, and you science and um I mean, I don't this is not like I'm trying to decide if this is, you know, actually I do think I am fine making this a planetology roll, because I think it is like it would inform certain things about the stakes that you would actually be able to find, because I think confidently here that a failure wouldn't mean you don't get an answer. I think it'll get you an answer no matter
Yeah,
what you
yeah, I
roll.
like that.
Um,
I like that.
so, uh, you know what? I'm fine if this is something I actually do like about the game that goes with panic rolls. Honestly, if you feel comfortable making a roll on something and it makes sense to have that, if you're okay with that kind of outcome, I'm fine with you rolling.
Okay. I mean, if you don't, if there's another way you want to resolve that, that's the information I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to like do those calculations to see how long I think they could survive sealed off.
I'm just sitting here like part of this. Essentially, I was weighing whether or not a dice roll would make, in the event that you would fail a dice roll, would that be an interesting way to fail? I think that's how I'm trying to approach dice rolling in the future. Is like, if you can't think of an interesting failure, they shouldn't roll.
Yeah.
um. So yeah, I'll say if you can roll on that.
All right. Well, this is since it's planetology, this is going to be 67 target,
Okay.
and that's a 35.
then
Flying colors.
yeah, I will say you're kind of running through this calculation through a couple of applications that you have access through Starbucks. That was not on purpose.
You
That was
played
not on
yourself.
purpose. That was not on purpose at all. That wasn't even on purpose in the sense of like that was not supposed. The Starbus is not supposed to be a weird illusion from Starbucks.
Wait, really?
No, it's not. That's what I was like. That was not on purpose either. That was just
Oh,
my tongue being bad. Um. Uh. The You're able to find some calculations, and you would be able to confidently say that like you could they so the way that it works is the encampment itself is kind of like open air. However, the apartment like complexes they've already gotten access to, as well as some that they might have closed off, they can get access to as many of those as possible. People would be able to get inside of them and seal them off definitively. As far as like oxygen, you surmise there could be multiple solutions, and that even things that could increase the longevity of oxygen could be something that could be worked in there, and you could buy plenty of time, even upwards to an entire day.
I feel like a day would be long enough. I guess we don't know exactly what the like. Well, let's see.
You could also
Uh,
suppose that if you were to tell them pretty much as soon as possible, you would be able to like essentially be able to warn them, and then be able to say if they were able to seal them off and find ways to like do this, that's how much they would be able to find the resources to do that moving forward.
mm-hmm.
I
Sorry,
need to
say
make
that
a note
again.
of
I was
this.
still
Oh, you're good.
thinking, and I acknowledged, and then I was like, I didn't internalize actually any of that.
So essentially, from what you can calculate, the
Mhm.
like amount of space that is available, as well as like postulating some like alternative ways to recycle oxygen and stuff. Um, if you're able to warn this encampment and like warn them and let them know, as well as like they would be able to start working on and acquiring the resources to accomplish that pretty much.
Okay.
You feel confident that they would like be able to work up either like ways to recycle oxygen, as well as like stock up on ways to seal that.
Cool. Then I do want to, because we had established a way to communicate with Lena, so that I could like send over research results and stuff. Um, so I'm gonna send Lena a warning, just saying like there may be like an airborne contagion passing through the vents. Uh, and like a rough estimate of how long it'll be, like how long they have, and then like some thoughts on like how to prepare for that, and like the calculations of like how long I think they can stay in their like enclosed spaces before they'll need air.
Okay. Yeah. Um, do you do that immediately, or are you doing that later?
I'm doing that now because if they need time to prepare, then I want them to have time to prepare. And I know that Maison's gonna have questions for me later, but like I think that'll be easy enough to just be like, look, we need to hedge our bets.
Mm-hmm.
We can't put their lives in our hands.
Yes. Um, and I'm gonna say like I'm gonna say you got like contact with Rhonda, and or oh, you also said you had Lena's, so yeah, she sends you a response Is is this over DM? um,
Sure. Yeah.
she sends you a response saying that she says we'll get to Amara about this immediately. How no? Question mark?
Um. Uh. I don't think there's any reason for me to hide that. I'll just say milsec info. I won't specifically say that it's milsec who's going to be the cause of it, because I don't want to like cause any kind of panic if I don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll just say info from milsec.
There's a pause before she responds, and you see the conversation throbber for a second. God damn it. I don't like a conversation throbber. I don't like a chat throbber. She says, please inform on findings. Stay safe. We'll ask Maison about situation and start preparing. So yeah.
Well, that was all I wanted to take care of. That was my thing I wanted to address.
Back.
Well, we have to keep going until Jackson comes back. So
Jackson just made a sound.
oh,
Back.
oh, perfect timing.
Yeah,
Well, do
I
you want to
came in
keep it a
as
secret, or do
Sean
you want to?
said.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I came in as Sean said. Well, that's the last thing I wanted to take care of.
Uh-huh. I was gonna say, I was like, do you want to keep your secrets to yourself, or do you want to share with the class what you've done? Or are you gonna watch the
I mean, I don't
VOD,
think I've done
Jackson?
anything nefarious here to
Mm-hmm.
keep secret. Um, I'm like game planning what to do when the gas hits, assuming we don't fix it. Um, Quincy doesn't breathe air in the way that we breathe air, so Quincy will just be fine, I think. I have an oxygen tank that I think I can use to just like survive.
Write it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how
And
they're minimizing casualties. They're not killing the androids.
yeah, that's true.
Uh-huh.
And I had a thought of like sealing off parts of the settlement that I was at. And so I'm advising them to like get preparations done so that they can just like seal off and survive breathing their own air for just long enough to not get gassed.
Yeah. So, which honestly, very, very good, very, very clever. That's a very good actual plan that will help like get some buffer, so that way, if you can't get it in time, or also if it needs time to like diffuse, that is good. Um. Uh. Then I think I'll do like a little bit more, and then we I guess we'll close out. I'll describe kind of what it is like heading back through through the pylon, because you have noticed that uh, as you're driving back, there is a noticeable there's a noticeable increase in the kind of activity surrounding you throughout throughout Titan. Um, whilst you're passing back through, you haven't been confronted with any kind of direct threat. There's just a noticeable kind of stirring in the air. Whereas before, there was just kind of this uneasy silence. There's a noticeable replacement of the din of things like far off noises and untraceable sounds and activities. As you're passing alleyways, the sound of garbage cans being knocked over. There's an occasional gunshot in the distance more frequently than there was before. And the movement in and out of shadows behind windows and in alleyways by definitively infected individuals. You can feel the swelling of tension in Titan. Passing back to Diamond. How does Kolya feel about that?
Nervous. Hungry.
Hungry? You haven't eaten anything in a while.
Well, I don't know. Am I still? How's my munchies doing? I don't remember. That's still going on, right?
Staying consistent. Staying consistent. Yeah, I'll say staying consistent. And again, it's more like you haven't felt like gnawingly hungry because you've had like something to snack on a little bit, but it never feels like you like can whet your appetite.
I think Kolya is thinking about that though. I think that as we're going into this and like sort of feeling the change of atmosphere, Kolya's nervous and Kolya's hungry.
Kolya's nervous and hungry. Okay, I'm sorry I did this to you, Sean. I gave your character stress eating. I didn't mean to do that. I gave you science fiction stress eating. I promise it's for science fiction reasons and not because I wanted to make your character stress eat. But you do pull up to Daimon without any further incident other than the unnerving air of seeing the activity grow in Titan. As you arrive, you pull back up and you're confronted with the face of Daimon again, and it looks mostly the same. Actually, within the short time that you've left and returned, it's been, I believe, yeah, it's been actually a while because you guys even had like a rest in between there, so it's been like 7 or 8 hours. You notice superficial changes that definitely weren't there before. Different barricading that has been replaced or moved around. Noticeable damage on one of the windows that wasn't there before. And the door itself looking much more weathered than it had when you had left. However, it still seems sealed.
Seems our friend Kujo's head company.
So, and we could stop there unless you want to say hi to Kujo.
That seems like a whole conversation. I think this is a good stopping point.
Okay, yeah, I agree. We're back into it. We're over halfway. You're past the halfway recap. Good job, everybody.
We're halfway through session 0, part 2.
way through session 0, part 2. I'm glad. That was good. I've been sitting on this egg for 4 weeks.
At least,
Right?
yeah.
Like I feel like I just let out a bunch of information out of my brain that has been sitting on for so long. And there's more. I had more, but I'm excited for that. There's some shit. There's some shit.
I'm excited for the upcoming scenes and
Yeah.
saying hi to mom and dad.
Just be prepared.
But dad.
If the last situation was Kolya chill vibes while you got yourself in danger, the foot might have the other shoe now. That's all I'm going to say.
We're putting on our Chuck Taylors now.
Uh-huh.
Kolya's gonna have the bad time, and I get to have the best day ever.
You get to have the okay time. I'm looking forward to that. And if nothing else,
Can I just say, this is not relevant to anything, but it is distracting how good the like shot of these dice is. Like you got perfect thirds, like the large clear die in the bottom right third, and then
it's
the
true.
bright spot of blue in the top left third, and you've got a perfect like scale there where like it gives a depth to the image. Like that's a really nice shot.
I'm literally getting a picture of that to be like, I might use that for something.
Yeah, that's why I've been hesitant to move my camera, because it's like I just want to go out on that almost.
Uh-huh. It's good. There you have it. Listen, I just need your camera on. Honestly, I just need your camera on, and you just need this forever. You just gotta set it up like this every time.
You can never let any of your cats touch those dice.
Uh-huh. Or your camera, and if you have to do anything over camera, you just have to leave the camera there. So they're like, you just have to be like, I'm Dice now. I don't know what to tell you.
Believe it or not, the camera is slightly balanced on. Let me send this picture to you. The camera is slightly balanced on my game controller as well. It's the jankiest thing. Like we see this like beautiful image, but like what's making this happen is this is your behind the scenes. I'll send it to you too, and then Isaac, if you want to post this anywhere, you can give them the behind the scenes.
Oh boy, are we parting the kimono?
Yeah, this is what.
Oh, good.
Oh.
That's its own sort of art.
Huh. What we do to get the shot. Listen, cameramen, you don't understand what they have to go through to get the shot, you know?
Yeah.
Truly. Honestly, you want to know what this is now making me think? This is how they get. Is this how they get some of their pictures for I Spy? Your picture does look like if there was more bullshit in it, it would be an I Spy page, doesn't it? You just have to
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Man, I haven't thought about I Spy in a long time. Holy shit! Ain't that a thought of the past? Well, we're trapped in ads for 3 minutes, so we can what?
I feel like you could turn this into a jigsaw puzzle.
Uh-huh.
Like edit out the Fred and what's up?
I see. I got a I kid you not. I got a picture in with the snipping tool that doesn't have your name in there.
Dang, yeah.
Here, hold on. Did I just do that? No. I just drew all over it. Oh god.
Hey, you want to draw all over it?
Uh-huh. God, I have to do this
Oh
this
yeah,
way.
and one of those is the duck dice as well because it's transparent.
Uh-huh. I haven't. I'm doing a stupid. Doing a stupid. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, it's canon now. It's canon now, and everything on this is diegetic, and I just need to figure out why. Well, it's here now. It's on the board now. It's on the board now. I didn't mean to do that, but it's here now.
The picture of
There you go.
oh yep, there it is. That's not bad actually. Funnily enough, I feel like the picture you took is even sharper than what I'm seeing in some way.
Uh-huh.
Probably because it's like your picture's not mirrored. Like I think it's trying to mirror it for myself.
Oh. I just took the snipping tool. I just opened Discord in the Discord window and then just took a snipping tool and then just
Right.
snipped your box. That's all I did.
Yeah, yeah. But you for yourself on Discord, you are mirrored for yourself. So my dice are mirrored. Like you see that stuff not mirrored, but this is what I see.
What? It's different for you? That's
Have you never noticed that? Look at the stream.
Yeah, you're on the other side of
Or I
the.
guess it wouldn't show on stream for you, so maybe it's harder to notice. It's very obvious to me because I can see on stream that I'm facing a different direction.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like Discord mirrors your own like put your hand to the left or to the right and notice how it behaves like a mirror, like
oh
as if you were
sure.
in. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I eh, I just my brain was like but I just took the picture so it'd be weird for everyone. So how are you seeing something
No,
different?
I was just looking at it on the board and being like, "Oh, that's a really nice looking image." And then I realized actually it's probably better than mine because mine is mirrored. Like
Okay.
this, yeah.
I think I understand. I think I understand because I didn't consider the fact that now your camera is facing a different direction, so that's being mirrored, which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
huh.
yeah, exactly. Because like anything that your own camera is looking at, because they're assuming that it's going to be like you,
Uh-huh.
probably.
So what you're telling me is the duck die is on the left, not on the right.
Uh, honestly,
It's impossible. This is
it's pretty
the short answer
center.
is yes.
Yeah,
So if I do this,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
god.
okay, I see. Yeah, that's so weird. I never thought about that because that's the left side of my desk. Fuck, that's
right.
weird. I see what you mean. Huh, You just don't think about that because normally, why would I do that?
Sure, yeah.
That's fair. I hadn't considered that. Well, whatever the case, it's time. It's time to end. It's
It's
time to
time.
it's time to end. I am super excited as always. I'm glad we could do this session. I've been uh looking forward to it for a while. I guess any closing thoughts, comments, criticisms, ideas?
What new and exciting thing did you learn today?
Yeah, that's fair. Um actually, uh let's see. Well, one of these, huh? we haven't visited these in a while because I keep forgetting about them. But any stress recovery? Uh,
I forget. Do we oh boy. Do we just get one automatically for existing, or was it that we have to do something specific? I can't remember what it was for.
I would say what qualifies is anything that gets you directly towards any directive that you share and have will net
Can
you one
I posit
stress
that
recovered.
the thing that I did with the like sealing, getting the settlement to seal their stuff up, contributes to my cause?
Yeah, I'd say that would recover. That would, in a certain sense, this is also just a way to be like, what have you done to help mitigate or reduce your own stress? And that would probably be relieving to be like, okay, I don't have to worry about that now. So yes, I would say you recover one stress for that. Kolya.
Similarly, I would say that one of the two stress mitigating factors. I mean, sort of an out of the frying pan into the fire, but like I am
Yeah,
not actively being hunted by aliens inside
yeah.
of this sanctuary.
And you are definitively able to go. The next thing that you're definitively able to do is go meet your parents. So I would say you definitely
Yeah,
recover a stress for that. Um, you haven't found Emerald Hibachi. Uh,
it's fine.
I didn't ever consider what to do if you failed one. I'll put it this way. Um, Billy is a situation, so you wouldn't be able to get stressed for it now. But I will say Billy is a situation to deal with. So yeah. Um, so other than that, does anybody? I would say like any others that you guys can think of or anything.
Yep.
I think so.
Okay. So yeah, sounds like one stress apiece recovered. And then yeah, any thoughts, comments, something you liked, something I should change or do better? Let me know. Wow, they didn't even like anything.
I was speechless.
Uh-huh. I will say, I think, I think I chose wisely. I will admit the part that I got to because I really wanted to be like, okay, all I want to do is really just make it clear is to motivate Fred to not want to stay on this pylon no matter what. Um,
I want to stay on this pylon now.
there was a moment that I was like, should I just ask should I just ask what would get Fred off of the
Off the
pylon?
pylon.
But I was like, I
Yes.
feel like that's cheating on my end.
That is funny though.
I was very close to just be like, Jackson, what would get your character to ensure your character wouldn't want to stay on this pylon? But I feel like that would be unfair to a certain extent. I think it's a little on me to try to devise the situation well enough that you would feel motivated based on what you're confronted with.
No, you're good. It's funny.
Uh-huh. But I think I was wise not to do that. um,
Mm-hmm.
so I was tempted though. That's why I was like I was really tempted to that. That's probably why I forgot to actually properly answer your question. Was I was stuck on that thought for a second. Um.
It
So
is
yeah.
funny, honestly.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry. Okay. Just really don't want you to stay on this pylon. I think it'd be a very bad thing to happen for you and everybody. uh,
Why'd you put it there?
sorry. Okay. Listen, I know that the inclination for every player is that once you're in a certain situation, you'll just want to go, I made it here. I don't need to do anything else. What is it about the player psychology? Because I know I've had this situation too where you're like, instead of being like, make a thing happen, you'll just be like, no, that's fine, just go. I know I've done that before. I've definitely had situations where I was like, no, I'll just let things play out. To decide to do something instead.
You sort of just like get a new normal kind of deal. Like you get like, oh, like this
Mm-hmm.
feels stable-ish. I need not move now.
Uh-huh. We're safe now.
We are
I just
safe now.
I definitely my goal was no matter what to make it feel like you still weren't safe on Rhea. That's definitely what my goal was. um so it's just a different kind of not safe that I'm experimenting with, and I hope it works. All right. Whatever the case, it's time for bed, everybody. We're going to start wrapping up. Thank you for joining, everybody. I had a great time. I hope everybody else had a great time too. I'm excited to continue with more Mothership. Excited for more Saga because it means we'll also get back on the Saga, hopefully. We'll probably switch some stuff around too. We were discussing that. But in the meantime, just end this fucking stream. We're gonna do one more thing before we go. Before the end of every stream, I gotta draw a picture really fast, and everybody is gonna help. We gotta make a prompt first. If you want to participate in chat, all you gotta do is type in chat whatever chat says. I recommend saying like a single words like a noun or a subject, and then we're gonna collect all that, and then I'm going to open up Paint and put on a 1 minute timer, and I have to draw that prompt in a minute, and then I'll share it before we raid out. And because my current this is my drawing screen, because this is the way that I have it set up, I have to do this with keyboard and mouse, so that'll be fun. So what what
Smiling
should
eyes.
say that again?
Smiling eyes.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
Quincy with their smiling eyes. Jackson?
Hmm. At risk of becoming pregnant.
Interesting. You didn't expect to be making Quincy impreg porn today, did you?
I can pick something else if you need me
At
to.
risk? Say it again? No, you gotta say it again.
You know the
You
phrase.
gotta say it again. You gotta say it again, buddy.
At risk of becoming pregnant.
At risk of becoming pregnant. Guys, I can't trust you. I can never trust you. I can never trust you. Jeez. Ah, fucking god damn it. Hell. Bastard. Uh, I'm like trying. I'm not starting the timer yet. I'm thinking.
You have to plan.
I have to strategize on this one.
It's not
Oh,
easy.
you've given me truly.
You got to avoid TOS.
I do have to avoid TOS.
I'm
Listen,
glad that
guy.
Quincy's happy about whatever's about to happen, though. That's nice.
Got them smiling eyes.
Oh God, well.
He doesn't have to be pregnant. He just has to be at risk of it, which is actually worse. Worse, not better.
Okay, yeah, I know. I think it'll work, but it will be dumb. Okay. 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 No, this is fine. No, this is fine. No, this is fine. Yeah, we're good here.
If anything, I feel
Uh-huh. What do you feel right now? What do you feel right now? I need to know
satisfied that
specifically how you feel.
I feel good that I've delivered some psychic damage.
There is psychic damage happening. You are correct. You are absolutely correct. There's an amount of psychic damage happening to me, and I'm so mad that you have done this to me. You've done this to me. Well, um stick around for that, everybody. I did draw something. So, if you want to see that picture, stick around to the very end. We also do a bit of a closing bit. We do right at the end of every stream, so that way the vampires in our chat can keep watching. So everybody else out there, make sure to go lock your doors and windows. It is almost lunchtime for vampires. And thank you for joining, everybody. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you enjoyed the show. If you're able to join the live show, thank you for stopping by and thank you for stopping by and chatting and watching. If you're watching this in the future, thank you for taking the time to go back and rewatching the VOD. We appreciate it. If you're out there and you enjoyed this and you want to see more of what we're up to, I recommend scrolling down below and following and clicking any of the links below. There's a link to all the socials as well as the Discord. We post when we go live on any one of those platforms as well as anything else that we're up to. And just generally, you can come hang out with the rest of the community on the Discord. It's a good time in there. You can find it here. Go say hi. You can go talk with other viewers. You can talk with me if you want to. So get on the Discord. It's a good time in there. Speaking of which, a shout out to our community on the Discord and everyone who follows. You guys are a wonderful audience. We appreciate you. If we do anything particularly entertaining or noteworthy, feel free to clip it and share it on the internet. Just make sure to also hashtag with MCCanary or link it back to the stream so people can find more of the good stuff we do here. And if you want to see the stream grow, you just gotta let people know. I appreciate that people have been talking about the stream. I encourage you guys to do it more. It does help us out. And I'm just super glad that you guys are willing to do that, you know? I'm glad we're doing things you guys want to talk about. It helps us out. It helps get the word out. It allows you to share the stream with people. And I encourage everybody to do that. If you enjoyed this, if you like what has been going on, if you think this is cool, share it with somebody. Definitely tell them about it. If you know somebody who likes science fiction and survival horror and us talking about being at risk of becoming pregnant, tell somebody about that. I won't.
Tell your doctor.
Tell your doctor about this stream. You probably should. And as always, a huge thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon, Ko-fi, and Twitch. Your generosity allows us to continue to expand the stream, as well as take on more projects, and the stream would not be made possible without viewers like you. So we thank you. If you want to see your name added to this list, as well as some other benefits you can get, you can always subscribe directly on Twitch, or check out the Patreon, Ko-fi, and VGen here. Those links will show you everything that you can get. Any amount is always appreciated. Once again, thank you. I highly recommend the most checking out the VGen. I'm trying to get that started and get that ball rolling. I'm adding to it a little bit every day, and super excited to start working on that. And so if you enjoy what you see here, if you like my art, definitely reach out to me. I'd be happy to draw something for you, make something for you, keep me busy, and the support allows me to continue to expand this as well as to expand that. So, yeah. And as always, a huge thank you to our thank you to our mods. Do a wonderful job of holding back the robot army and preventing them becoming famous. I saw that, Sean. There were a few. There were a few. It's maddening to me that they're changing the font to avoid the censors.
It's a whole thing, man.
But I appreciate your diligence. I truly do. And thanks to you, Sean and Jackson, for playing more Mothership with me. I had a great time. I look forward to the next session. We are over halfway done. I promise. We're over halfway.
It hurts me.
Listen, it'll be.
It's like a nurse inserting a needle into your body. Like, oh, it's a few more seconds. You're almost.
We're on episode 13, and if anime has taught me anything inspirational, exactly, we're gonna be a 25, 26 episode show. Yeah.
That means we're not over halfway there.
Wait.
If it's 26.
I mean, this was the 13th episode. We made it through the 13th episode. That truly was what the curse was. Truly, that's what the curse was. It was the 13th episode. I think. Either we're on it or we left off on the 13th. This is either the 13th or the 14th episode.
You'll have a good time trying to figure that one out for the VOD channel.
Uh-huh. Well, either way, we appreciate you. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the games. I've really enjoyed writing for it, and I look forward to the next one. Well, do you guys have any housekeeping? Anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to let the people know? Anything you're doing, or anything you want to tell anybody about?
Nothing super important for social media, but so Stunning guys have been working on that demo, so
yeah,
it's yeah, been doesn't really affect the socials much, but yeah, been on that hobby grind.
Yeah, no, that was super cool. Congratulations! That recording came out really good. I hope the next one goes better. I mean, we don't gotta get into it, but I hope the next one goes well.
Me too. I think I'll try to send an email tonight or something.
Yeah. Well, I'll get you through housekeeping and get you on the way. Check out everybody else's stuff in Goblin Entertainment here. That link tree has links to everyone's channels and everything that they've done and they've been up to. You can also find more of my stuff here. That has everything that I post to. There's the VOD channel is actually in there. I should also add a link to the VOD channel below. I'll probably do that next. I'm always busy here. My forever sin until I die is working on this shit. Yeah. But the VOD channel is in there. So if you joined late on this session, the VOD should be available sometime tomorrow morning. There are also VODs for all the previous episodes of Mothership that we've done. If this is the first time you're hearing this or watching this, you can find all the VODs there, as well as some clips that I made out of it that I want to make more in the near future, as well as just more stuff. You can find everything we've been doing for the last couple years, and much, much more, hopefully in the future. So, wrapping up everything from the past for the future, tomorrow should be doing more multiplayer stuff with James and Aqua. Friday, hopefully going to be wrestling, grinding more animation, getting close to the finishing that goddamn render. It's so goddamn close. And then Saturday, doing more space probably with James and his brother Kenneth, and then we'll be back on Monday, probably with the saga. I've been wanting to get into that fucking space whale, Jackson.
Space.
Want to get inside that whale. So, look forward to that. If any of that, again, interests you, definitely follow. Get on the socials that you follow. Get in the Discord. It's a good time. Other than that, we appreciate y'all. You guys are great. You're a wonderful audience. We love you. Keep being awesome. Keep being cool. Go do crime. We'll be back soon. We'll start finalizing. Guys, whilst I find who... Oh, yeah, I got somebody to go to. Who... What's something good in the world right now, though?
Oh, I've been reading more. What's up?
This little asshole. The camera doesn't want to pick it up because it's too dark, but
it's
taking up the...
I keep hitting the wrong ones. There we go. It's so dark. I can't see... Oh, I see him. I mean, it also sounded like you had something, Jackson.
I was really going back to my brain palace again. I've been reading a lot of news recently. Trying to think of something. I mean, nothing definitive yet, but you know, there are new news articles each day just talking about how AI does seem to be struggling for this, that, or the other. So perhaps we're finally inside of the bubble burst, or on the precipice of it. We've been
Same. The bubble has been on the verge of bursting, I feel like, for 6 months.
Yeah.
This is the most elastic bubble ever.
Hey, but at least it still sounds like nobody is happy about it, and that's what matters. I don't think there's really very little public support of it at this point. The only people who can defend it are the people that are not winning at the moment. Hopefully.
Yeah. The last bit of financials that I got from I think it was Anthropic was that they are billions of dollars, many billions of dollars in debt. Because I want to say they got like 16 billion in profit, but like over 40 billion of expenses for the last year. So like they're running like minus 25 billion or something like that.
God, I hope it works out that they don't.
I can't fathom having specifically not that much money. Like I can't fathom having that far negative.
Having that far positive before going thus that far negative in reverse, even. Like, how?
Well, it's more so that they generated that much positive, but they generated so much more negative during that time span.
Yup. Good. Well, in that case, stick around. We'll go say hi to Brad. He's a good guy. We appreciate the Brad Vickers here. So stick around for that. Otherwise, thank you for joining, everybody. We appreciate you. Go, if you have a pet, go hug your pet. My pet's in my lap right now. Um, so take it easy. Have a good evening. Uh, John, is there anything you'd like to tell the audience?
Uh, oh, God. I don't like anything about what you've drawn.
Oh yeah, Please do not.
Jackson, is there anything you would like to tell? Is there anything you would like to tell
Quincy?
Milsect?
Oh,
Quincy?
I'll start. I'll start with Quincy, which is you. You're looking good. You're looking good there. And for Milsect, even on your best days, you find ways to be unpleasant, and that's a special trait that not many people have.
Then that means I'm accomplishing my goal. Good.
You can turn lemonades into lemon.